fight with your friends over pizza slices? Or did you fight with your sibling when you were breaking a cookie and your sibling got the larger part? You must have, right? So, did you know that using area related to circles, you could have won that war? You could have realized which pizza slice is larger, which cookie size is larger. So, yes, welcome to the one-shot session of the chapter area related to circles, guys. And my name is Ankita Singh, and I hope you're sitting with a copy and pen, because in this chapter, we are going to do lots of calculations. We are going to do questions that have come in your board exams or might come in your board exam. With that, make sure that you go to the link in the description box below to get your notes and practice questions, right? So using that link, you can go to PW's app where you have to enroll yourself in PW's free batch. And yes, guys, welcome to Physics Wala, India's leading educational platform. So with that, guys, let's start the session. Now, I hope that you people have joined our WhatsApp channel, guys. See, you will get daily practice problems there and much more. So please pause this video right now and go scan the code. Okay, now with that, guys, what all we are going to learn in this chapter? So there are only 3 formulas here. We have the formula for length of arc, for area of sector, for area of segment. And this the weightage of this entire chapter is 4 marks. That too 4 easy marks. Okay, so make sure you score all of it. So with that, guys, let's start just by revising the area of a circle and circumference of a circle. So what is the circumference of a circle, everyone? Circumference of the circle is basically the length of this entire boundary of the circle, right? And what is it, everyone? It is equals to 2 pi r. Right? Now the values of pi we use is either 22/7 or 3.14. When will you use 3.14? Only when it is written in the question itself that use pi as 3.14. Only then, right? Otherwise, use 22/7. Now, what is the area of a circle, everyone? Area of circles formula is pi r square. You have all studied it. It just basically means the region enclosed by the boundary of the circle. Okay? Chaliye. Now, let's talk about length of the arc of a circle. So first of all, let's talk about arc of a circle, what it is, how can we visualize it, right? So let's suppose we have a person, he's a fitness freak, runs every day. Now, he is running around a circular park, right? So let's suppose that he runs from here till here, right? So let me draw the circle. Okay? Here we have a circle, everyone. So in this circle, let's suppose that the person is running from here to here, right? So what is the distance covered by the person? That would be the length of this portion of the circle, right? And this portion of the circle is called arc of the circle. What is it? It is the arc of the circle. So what is arc, everyone? Arc is basically a portion of the boundary of the circle. Right? We denote arc by small letter L. Small letter L. Okay? Now, everyone, one arc I have written here. Now, another arc that you can see here in the same diagram would be this. This is also an arc, everyone. This is also a portion of the circumference of the circle or the boundary of the circle. Right? Now, how will you distinguish between both the arcs? So, you can see that the length of one of the arc is small, while the length of the other arc is large, right? So, when the length is small, everyone, you will say that the arc is what? The arc is minor arc, right? So, this here is a minor arc. Minor matlab chota, right? While if the length is larger, everyone, sorry, you will call it a major arc. Okay? Understood? Simple. How will you name these arcs though? How will you name this, like this blue colored line? You will not write in your question, right? The blue colored, arc. No, right? You have to name it. So, how do you name it? So, you will take endpoints. What you will do always? You will always take endpoints. For example, here the endpoint is A. Here the endpoint is B. Right? Now, if I write A, B here like this, so this is basically arc AB. Now the confusion is, what arc am I talking about? Am I talking about this minor arc or this larger arc? Because both of them have the same endpoints. Right? So that's why if you want to write the minor arc, you can take a point here. Let's suppose we take a point C here. So you will write that the minor arc is what? Arc ACB. So here what we have done, between endpoints we have taken one more point, right? So to specify which is the minor arc. Okay. Now similarly, what would be the major arc? So to write the major arc, you will again take a point between the major arc here. Sorry everyone. Wait, yeah, this here. Let's just suppose this is point D. Okay, so you will write that ACD and above them you will draw this structure. So ACD here is the major arc. Okay, understood, simple hai. Okay, now another thing guys, let's suppose you have questions where you don't have the diagram, right? So if you don't have the diagram, how will you know which arc is minor, which arc is major? So for that we use the angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle. So let's just suppose this is the center of the circle. Now let's just suppose that here this arc AB is subtending what angle at the center? Can you see what angle it is? This is the angle, this here, theta. Let's just suppose this is theta, right? So AB, yeah, arc ACB is subtending an angle of theta at the center of the circle. Okay? While if I talk about the larger arc, the major arc ADB, what angle is it subtending at the center of the circle? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I have written this wrong. This is ADB. Now it's all right. ठीक है जी. So now this angle would be what? So the total central angle of the circle is 360 degree, right? So this portion would be what? 360 degree minus theta. Right everyone? Okay. So remember, for minor arc, theta is, I am writing here, theta is always lesser than 180 degrees. While for major arc, theta is always greater than 180 degrees. Is it not obvious, guys? Okay, think about it. If I have a circle like this, okay, now, if I have an arc which is subtending an angle of 120 degrees, right? So, this is the arc A, B, C. Now, automatically, what would be the angle subtended by the arc AMC? It would be 360 degree minus 120 degrees. Right, everyone? So, that would come out to be greater than 120 degrees. Obviously, so this would be the major arc. Right? And its angle would automatically be greater than 180 degrees. You can see. Okay, so understood how will you figure out whether an arc is major or minor by the angle subtended by it at the center? Right? If the angle is greater than 180 degree, then the arc is major. Otherwise, it's minor. It's as simple as that. Okay, so these are all basics, guys. You have already studied all of this in 9th grade, but still, we have revised it. Okay, chalo. Now let's come to the main mudda, the main point, how to find the length of the arc. Okay, so again, for the length of the arc, you would need the angle subtended by the arc at the center. Okay, so let's just suppose we have to figure out this arc's length. This is the length we have to figure out. How will we do that? Now here, let's apply some brain. Okay, we already know ki bhai, the total circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. The total boundary length is 2 pi r, right? So we already know ki for see, central angle is what? 360 degree, right? So, if the central angle is entirely 360 degree, then I am talking about the entire circle and its boundary length is 2 pi r. Okay? Now, if the angle becomes 1 degree, then by unitary method, I can say ki bhai, the arc length will become what? 2 pi r divided by 360 degree. What does that mean, everyone? This means that if I have an arc which is subtending an angle of 1 degree, sorry, I'll make it again. If I have an arc which is subtending an angle of 1 degree here at the center, then the arc length would be what? The arc length would be 2 pi r divided by 360 degree. This pink length here would be 2 pi r divided by 360 degree. Understood? But I want the formula for any random angle theta. So for that, I will do what? Again, I'll use, unitary method. So for theta, for angle to be theta in degrees, the total arc length would be what? 2 pi r into theta by 360 degrees. Yes or no, everyone? This is entirely unitary method here, nothing else. So if the arc is subtending an angle of theta degree, then the arc length would be what? 2 pi r into theta by 360 degree. That's it. It's as simple as that. Okay, understood? Chalo. Remember this formula, guys, please. Now let's come to the sector of a circle. How can you visualize the sector of a circle? Very easy to visualize, guys. Let's suppose you are eating a pizza, right? Now the pizza is entirely, the surface is entirely circular, right? So how do you distribute pizza among your friends? So you cut it into slices. Can you see here? You cut it into slices, right? So each of these slices is denoting the sector of the circular surface. This slice here is what? It's the, this slice here is what? It's the sector of the circle. Okay? So let me just make a circle here. If I have a circle here, everyone, and what I do is, let's just suppose this is the center of the circle. So now, if I am making two radii of the circle, any two, right, like this. So the region enclosed by the two radii of the circle and the arc of this circle here is called what? It's called the sector of a circle. Okay, understood? So always remember, sector matlab pizza slices, cake slices. Simple. Okay? Now let's come to the formula really quick. So majorly we'll be dealing with the area of a sector and also the perimeter of a sector. Okay? So uske liye again we'll need the central angle. Now let's suppose here we have a sector. So always remember, sector is enclosed by two radii, everyone, and arc length. Right? So first of all, let's write the perimeter of a sector because that's very easy to write. Perimeter of a sector. Perimeter of a sector is what? R plus L. Right or not? That means 2R plus L. Okay? See now, perimeter means the total boundary length. The total boundary length is made by the two radii and the arc length. Okay? Okay. Now, for area, you will have to think about the central angle first. Okay? So let's, whatever sector we are talking about, you will see its central angle. That means the angle subtended by the arc that is forming the sector at the center of the circle. That would be your theta here. So now what you will do is, you will think about it ki bhai, sector is a part of the entire circle, right? So for the entire circle, I know ki pi r square is the area. But this area is for the entire circle. That means when the central angle is 360 degrees, then the area is pi r square. When the central angle is 360, angle is pi r square. So if my angle would be 1 degree, then my area would be what? Pi r square divided by 360 degrees. Yes or no, everyone? Simple, right? Okay? So for any theta, what would be the area? It would be pi r square into theta by 360 degrees. All of it comes directly I repeat, from unitary method. Even if you forget the formula, guys, if you know the simple derivation, then matlab, you will never be able to forget it. You can always derive it, hai na? Okay, so pi r square into theta by 360 degrees. Here I'll write the area again. Area of a sector would be equal to pi r square into theta by 360 degrees. Right? Now again notice in this figure, guys, that we have two sectors being formed. Right? One sector is this blue colored sector, but there is another sector. Right? If I take this angle here, first of all, what would be this angle, everyone? 360 degree minus theta, right? Now notice this part. This is again an arc, everyone. This here is an arc. Wait, sorry, I'll draw this again. Yes. This here is an arc, everyone. Can you see that this entire thing is an arc, right? So this here again is what? Radius. This here again is also radius. So this portion here, everyone, this portion here. Can you see that this portion also is bounded by two radius and an arc length? You can, right? So that means this also is a sector. So how do we basically distinguish between two sectors? So that is again on the basis of major and minor sector. तो देखो भाई, very simple. It's not very hard, everyone. For minor sector, the area is always small, obviously. Minor sector's area is smaller, right? You can see here the area is smaller. Or you can say that the central angle is always less than 180 degrees, right? While for major sector, the area is always larger compared to minor sector and theta is greater than 180 degrees. बहुत simple, very simple, right? Now, if you know the area of minor sector, how will you figure out the area of major sector? So, देखो, if I know this blue colored area, I can easily figure out this light blue colored area, that is the major sector's area. How? By taking the area of the entire circle and subtracting the minor sector's area, right? So, if I know the area of any one sector, okay? Area of any one sector, if I know, then I can figure out the area of the other major or minor sector by taking entire circle's area. So, circle's area minus area of the remaining sector. For example, here it's minor, so minor sector. ठीक है, it's as simple as that. Basic, guys, nothing's there. Okay. चलिए जी. Now let's move on to the last portion, that is the area of segment. So what is segment? How can you visualize it? Again, very easy to visualize. All of you eat cookies. Some might be eating it right now, right? So if you have to distribute a cookie between you and your sister or brother, how do you do it? You break it, right? And more often than not, the breakage is not entirely equal. Right? Sometimes what happens is when you break a cookie, maybe you are doing it जानबूझ के कि you make one portion of the cookie larger, another one smaller, right? Smaller portion you give it to your sister. So here when we broke a cookie, guys, each of these becomes a what? It becomes a segment of the circle. Wait. It becomes what? It becomes segment of the circle. Segment of the circle. This again is the segment of a circle. Okay, so how will you visualize segment? Breaking a cookie like this. Okay, so now mathematically, if you want to think about segment, you can think about them like this. Key segment of a circle is basically the region enclosed by the chord of a circle. By the chord of a circle, let's just suppose this is the chord of a circle, okay? And the arc length of the circle, this here. So here everyone, this is what? This is the chord of a circle, chord, right? And this here is what everyone? This is the arc of the circle, right? So the area enclosed here, let me show you the area enclosed here. Okay? This area that is enclosed, this area here, this is called the segment. Understood? It's as simple as that. And now there are two segments that are being formed. Can you see the two segments? One segment is this, another segment is here. Wait, I'll form the another segment. Let's just, okay, this is better. Okay, this is another segment, everyone. Can you see this is another segment? This here, this. Okay, now you can see one segment is larger, another one smaller. So you already know what to call larger one and what to call smaller one. The larger one would be minor segment, major segment. And the smaller one would be major segment. Okay, so let's write this down. This here is, sorry everyone. Yeah, this here is a minor segment. This here is major segment. Okay, simple. Now let's come to first of all the area of these segments. How do you find it? Now to find the area, what do we do is we first of all take this arc length. This is the arc length, right? And we see the central angle that the arc is subtending at the center. What is it? It is theta. ठीक है. Now see here, just by this diagram, can you not say everyone that the area of this segment is what? It is equals to the area of this sector here, the area of this sector here, right? So area of this sector, let me write it down, area of corresponding sector minus, you will obviously be subtracting, minus the area of this triangle, here. Right or not? If from this entire sector's area you subtract this triangle's area, you will get the area of the segment. ठीक है? चलो. So minus area of triangle, area of corresponding triangle. Okay, understood everyone? Simple hai. Okay, so this is what the segment is and this is how you figure out the area. Now, how will you figure out, let's just suppose minor segments area we figured out. How will you figure out the major segments area, everyone? So, area of major segment would be what? Now, see the second diagram. That means, see this diagram here. If I have the area of minor segment, to figure out the area of major segment, what I have to do? Take the area of the entire circle and subtract the area of the minor segment. That's it, right? So, area of circle minus area of minor segment. ठीक है? Simple. That's it, guys. Like there's no other formula here, and that's it. Khatam. ठीक है? अच्छा, one more thing, guys. Let's just talk about the quadrant of a circle, because you do get questions on quadrant of a circle. What do you mean by that? So, by quadrant of a circle, I basically means that let's suppose that I have distributed this circle here into 4 equal parts by drawing 2 perpendicular diameters like this. Right, so I drew 2 perpendicular diameters and distributed this entire circle into 4 equal parts, right? So each of these parts is called the quadrant of the circle. This part here, quadrant. This part here, another quadrant. This part, another quadrant. Quadrant matlab is 1/4 of a circle. A circle distributed into 4 equal parts. Okay, so quadrant first of all is what? It's the sector of a circle. Can you see that quadrant is a sector of the circle? This is radius, and this is the arc length, right? So each quadrant is bounded by 2 radius and an arc length. Sector. Now what is the angle here, the central angle? It is always a 90 degrees. Okay? So area of, let me write this again. Yeah. Area of quadrant of a circle. Area of quadrant of a circle would be what? So there are 2 ways. One way is to figure out the area of quadrant like you would to figure out the area of any sector. 90 divided by 360 into pi r square. Okay? Because central angle is 90 degree, right? So 90 divided by 360 degree into pi r square. Now 90 by 360 is 1/4. So this will become pi r square by 4. Or you could have said ki bhai, I am distributing the entire circle into 4 equal parts. So the area of each part would be a pi r square divided by 4. Okay, understood? That's the quadrant of the circle. Now with that, guys, we are going to start with questions. I hope all of you people are sitting with a pencil and a copy. Please practice alongside me. Please answer in the comment box. Okay? Chaliye ji, let's do this. 2025 ka question, a very easy one at that. The perimeter of the shaded region in the given figure is. So this is the shaded region. I hope you can see it. Now let's first of all see what the perimeter is being formed by, right? So perimeter is being formed by this radius. This is R. This radius, again, this is R. And this arc length, which is given as L. Can you see this? L. Right? So I think it's very easy that the perimeter would be what? R plus L. That is 2R plus L. It would be what? 2R plus L, everyone. Yeah, L plus 2R. Option number C is the correct answer. How many people got it? I think everyone. Right? So understood? Please don't get confused with this. एक का क्या काम है? कोई काम नहीं है. Right? So simple answer, L plus 2R. With that, let's move on to the next question. Okay. In a circle of radius 14 centimeter, an arc subtends an angle of 45 degrees at the center, then the area of the sector is. Now, I know that area of sector is given by the formula theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. So, what two variables I need to figure out my answer? I need central angle theta and I need the radius of the circle. Now, theta is given to us in the circle and so is the radius. Radius is 14 centimeter, theta is 45. Right? So, theta, radius. Plug everything in here and get your answer. So, let's do that everyone. So, we'll have what? Theta is 45 degrees divided by 360 degrees multiplied with, pi, see, before going forward with your calculation, just see whether the options do not have pi. The options do not have pi, matlab you'll have to plug in the value of pi and you will plug it in as 22 by 7, right? So, 22 over 7 into radius is 14, so 14 into 40. Right everyone, now all you need to do is simplify. So, 45 divided by 360 degree would be 1 by 8. So, 1 by 8 into 22, 7 and 14 will get cancelled. So, into 2 into 14. Right everyone? So, you can calculate this. I think we can cancel this 4. We can cancel this 2, 7. And we can cancel this also. So, ultimately the final answer is 77 square units, right? Yeah, centimeter square. Everyone that gave the answer as option number C. Well done, guys. Okay, the entire process now involves calculation. Okay, so I hope you practice alongside me and make your calculations better and more accurate and faster. Okay, so 77 centimeter square is the answer. Simple one, directly formula based. Let's move on. Again, a question from 2025, guys. MCQ type. Okay, chaliye, the ratio of the area of the quadrant to the area of the same circle is. So, we know that area of quadrant is what? Area of quadrant of a circle is pi of r square divided by 4. And the area of the circle, the same circle's area is what? It is pi r square. Pi r square here. Right, so we need to figure out the ratios. That means all I need to do is divide both of these. So pi r square divided by 4. By pi r square. So you can see pi r square gets cancelled. The only answer is 1 over 4, that is 1 ratio 4. Simple. Was it very hard? 1 ratio 4 is the answer. Okay, the first quantity will always be written above and the second quantity below. Then you simply evaluate. 1 ratio 4 is the answer. Okay, chaliye ji. With that, let's move on, and everyone that gave the correct answer, pat yourself on the back. Good job, guys. Let's see if again a question of 2025, guys. Okay, so many questions of MCQ type we have here from 2025 itself. Okay, chaliye. If a sector of a circle has an area of 40 pi square units, so the area of sector is already given to you. It is given to you as 40 pi. 40 pi. Okay. Now, central angle is given to you as 72 degrees. We should have the degree sign here. The radius of the circle is. So, I know the area. It is 40 pi. I know the value of theta. It is 72 degrees. But I don't know r. How can I figure out r? By the formula of area of sector. Right or not? So, area of sector is theta by 360 degrees multiplied with pi r square. So, theta's value is 72. Now, this here is 360 multiplied with pi. Now, r I don't know. So, now we can see that, okay, 72 into 5 is 360. So, pi and pi also gets cancelled. Good for us, right? So, what do we have? We have r square is equals to 40 into 5, that is 200. So, from here, can I not say that r is equals to 10 root 2 centimeters? So, or units, because centimeters not given. Sorry, people. Okay, so what's the answer, everyone? The answer is option number D. How many people got it? I hope all of you people did, right? So, again, a directly formula based question. ठीक है? चलिए जी. With that, let's move on to this next question. And please answer this one, guys. It's very easy. It's directly formula based again. ठीक है, चलो, area of the segment is asked. ठीक है, if the area of this corresponding sector is 44 meters square and the area of the corresponding circle is given as, corresponding triangle is given as 12 meters square. So think about it everyone, we have a circle here. In the circle, let's just suppose this is the segment. ठीक है, so the area of the corresponding sector is given. That means this area is given, this entire area is given as 44. The area of the triangular region is given as what? 12 meters square. So can you not figure out this area? Easily, right? It would be the area of sector minus area of triangle, right? So what would be the answer everyone? The answer would be 44 minus 12, right? So that is 32 meter square. 32 meter square everyone. This is the answer. We should have square here. I'm so sorry for this. Okay, simple hai. Okay, sure. Let's move on people. Again, a question from 2025 everyone. A piece of wire 20 centimeters long is bent into an arc, in the form of an arc. So we have a piece of wire everyone. Let's just suppose this was the wire. Its length is 20 centimeters. Now what did we do? We just shaped it, right? So when we reshaped it, it formed what? It formed an arc, right? This is the arc. Now the first thing you should notice is both of these are the same wire, right? So if previously the wire's length was 20 centimeter, here also the wire's length would be 20 centimeters only. Yes or no? The length is not going to change. These are the same wires. So that means this 20 centimeter is what? It is the length of the arc of a circle. Length of the arc. Can you see? Okay? Now, it is bent into an arc of a circle. Okay? So, arc is obviously of a circle. So, this, let's just suppose this was the entire circle here. Okay? Now, the radius of this circle is 60 pi centimeters, right? So, this here is R. So, I'll write it here. R is equals to 60 by pi centimeters. Okay? L is already 20 centimeters. What do we need to find? We need to find the angle subtended by this arc at the center of the circle. What is the angle subtended by this arc at the center here? So here, what formula are you going to apply? Length of the arc, right? Length of the arc of a circle is what everyone? Length of the arc of a circle is L is equals to theta by 360 degrees into 2 pi r, right? You know the value of L as 20. You need to figure out theta. And you know that radius is 60 over pi. Right? Now everything we have plugged here. So now let's just solve it. Pi and pi gets cancelled everyone. Okay, 60 and 360 will also get cancelled here. So what do we have? 20 is equals to theta by 6. Acha, this 2 also gets cancelled. Wait. 3. Theta by 3. This is what we'll get, right? So from anything else that I'm missing? Okay. So from here I can say that, okay, theta is equals to 60 degrees. Bas, khatam baat. Easy. Right, so what's the answer everyone? Answer is option number B. Okay, cool. If you did not understand it, you can always pause the video and go back and see it again. And try solving it yourself then. Chalo. Now, let's do this one. It's a very important question, guys. Has been asked, again and again in your board exam. So, let's understand. The area swept by a 7 centimeter long minute hand of a clock in 10 minutes is. So, first of all, what is the shape of a clock, everyone? Here, we can clearly see that it would be a circular clock. Okay? They have not mentioned it, but still in this chapter, in this entire chapter, you'll be taking the clock as circular. Okay? Now, let's talk about the hands, everyone. Okay? So, here, this is the hand of the circle, let's just, the clock, let's suppose. Okay? This here is the minute hand. Okay? Okay. Now, it's moving. Okay? Now, they are saying that What would be the area swept in 10 minutes? So let's just suppose after 10 minutes, this is 5, this is 1, this is 1, this is 2. So everyone knows that after 10 minutes, the minute hand would come to 2. Yes or no? Everyone knows how to read clock, right? So this, let's just suppose this angle here is theta. This angle is what? It's theta. Now what do we need to find? We need to find the area swept by this hand. So we need to find this area. What do we need? We need to find this area, everyone. This area here. So this is what? This is a sector, right? So we have to find the area of this sector. Now, for this sector, what is the radius, everyone? Radius is the length of the minute hand, right? So length of the minute hand is 7 centimeters. So radius is, always remember, minute hand. The length of the minute hand here is the radius of the circle. Okay? Area would be the area of the sector. Okay? 10 up. The main thing is, to figure out the area of the sector, I need radius. I have that. I also need the central angle. How will I figure out the central angle? Because it's not given to me. Now here I'll apply some brain. What brain am I going to apply? So think about it, everyone. When my minute hand moves for the entire 360 degree, when my minute hand moves for entire 360 degree, it is covering 60 minutes. It is covering what? 60 minutes. Yes or no, everyone? So I am going to rewrite it again. 60 minutes, matlab my minute hand has swept 360 degree angle or made 360 degree angle. Whole turn. Okay? So for 1 minute, in 1 minute, what is the angle covered by my minute hand? It would be 360 divided by 60. Again, guys, unitary method. Unitary method. Remember, okay? So 1 minute mein 6 degrees. Okay? 5 minutes mein, if I ask about 5 minutes, it would be 360 divided by 60 into 5, right? So 6 into 5, basically 30 degrees. So here we are talking about 10 minutes. So 10 minute mein 6 into 10, that is 60 degrees. Simple. So here, what is the important part that you should always remember? This here is the important part. These two here. These two. You should remember that in 1 minute, the minute hand makes an angle of 6 degrees and in 5 minutes it makes an angle of 30 degrees. Okay? So for every 5 minutes 30 degrees. Every 5 minutes 30 degrees. So if you remember कि भाई हर 5 मिनट में 30 degrees है, so you know, you will be easily be able to calculate angle for any number of minutes. Okay? Okay, so this is something you should mug it up right now, guys. So what is theta here? Theta would be 10 minute ka angle, that is 60 degrees, right? So theta is 60 degrees. Radius 7 centimeters. Let's quickly figure out the area, everyone. So area is equals to theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. I hope by now you have mugged up the formula. So 60 by 360 degrees into 22 by 7 into 7 into 7. Okay. Chalo, let's cancel all that we can, everyone, quickly. So 7 and 7 gets cancelled here. This here becomes 6 here. Here we'll have 2 into 11 is 22, 2 into 3 is 6. So finally we'll have 77 by 3 centimeter square. This is the answer, everyone. Acha, you can clearly see that 77 by 3 is not in the option. That means you are going to convert it into mixed fraction, right? So let's convert it into mixed fraction. We'll have 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 5 is 15, 16, 17. So 25, 2 by 3 centimeter square. How many of you people were able to answer option number D before me? If you were, then congratulate yourself. Well done, guys. Good job. Okay? Chalo. So, what was the important part? This was the important part. Please remember it. Chaliye. So, with that, everyone, let's move on to the next question. 2019 ka question hai, and a very important one at that. Okay? Chaliye. A car has 2 wipers. Everyone has seen the wipers of a car. If you have not, no worries, guys. On the front side of the, on the front mirror of the car, you have these wipers that go like this and this. right? They do what? They sweep off the water or any impurity so that the glass is clear, right? So let's suppose the vipers are like this. This is the viper, everyone. Okay? So it is moving, right? And when it is moving, it is making an arc like this here. Okay? So they are saying this only, that you have two vipers, not one, you have two such vipers, and they are not overlapping. They are not overlapping. That means the area that they are sweeping are different, right? Okay? So one is sweeping this area, another one sweeping that area. They are given ki bhai, the blade length, this is the blade, everyone. The blade length is 21 centimeters. The blade length is 21 centimeters for both of them. Okay? Now, angle is 120 degrees. So when they are talking about angle, bacha, they are talking about this angle. So don't get confused. They are talking about what angle? This angle here. Now, the only thing we need to find is the area swept by both the vipers. What do we need to find? We need to find the area swept by both vipers. So that means we need to find this area and we need to find this area here. Okay? Chalo. So let's do it quickly. First of all, what area formula are we going to apply? Both of these are sectors of the circle, right? This would be the circle, everyone. So this is the radius, this is the radius, this is arc length, right? So this is what? This is the sector of a circle, right? So we are going to apply the formula for the sector of the circle. So let me remove one viper here. Okay, I think this is enough to make you understand. Okay. So first of all, there are two vipers. So that means whatever area you are going to find, you will double it, right? So 2 into theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. This would be the required area. Required area. Okay? Okay, now please mention that theta is equals to 120 degrees and radius is equals to 21 centimeters. Okay, now let's quickly do the calculation here, everyone. So we'll have 2 into 120 degrees divided by 360 degrees into 22 over 7 into radius square. So radius is 21, so 21 into 21. Now let's quickly cancel it, everyone. So I can cancel this 7 here. So 7 into 3 is 21. 120 into 3 is 360 degrees. And I think that's it. We can't cancel anymore. We can cancel this also. My fault. This also. Okay. Chalo. So let's write this down, everyone. So what do we have? We'll have only 2 into 22 into 21. This is what we'll have finally. Okay? So 44 into 21. So you can quickly do 44 into 21, everyone. So 44 here and then 8 here. So 924 is the answer. How many people got 924 centimeter square as the answer? If you did, then well done, guys. Congratulations. Let me mark this. Here, this is the answer. Okay, please remember there are two vipers, so multiply the area with 2. That's why we have multiplied this. Okay, simple hai. Let's move on. It was a 2-marker question. Chaliye ji. Okay, 2025 say a 2-marker question, guys. Again, an easy one. Okay, if a chord of a circle of diameter 20 centimeter subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of the circle, then find the area of the corresponding minor segment of the circle. Okay, so we have to figure out the minor segments area. Okay, what do we have, everyone? We have the chord whose diameter is 20 centimeter. We have the chord and the diameter of the circle is given as 20 centimeter. So let me first make the diagram here. This is my circle, everyone. Okay, and let's just suppose this here, this here, this here. Wait. Okay. Let me make this again. I'm sorry, people. Okay, and this here. Okay. So this is thoda sa idhar udhar. Please forgive me. Okay, everyone. Okay. Chalo. So now let's take O as the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle, right? The central angle is said to be 60 degrees. This is the angle 60 degrees that the chord, what is the chord? This here is the chord. AB is the chord. Okay, AB is the chord. So the chord AB is subtending an angle of 60 degrees at the center of the circle. Can you see this chord subtending this angle at the center of the circle? It is, right? We have to figure out this area, everyone. We have to figure out this area here. Now, I know that the required area would be what, everyone? Required area would be area of segment, area of sector with angle 60 degree minus area of triangle AOB. Yes or no, everyone? ठीक है. अब यहाँ पर everyone, I know that the area of sector would be what? Area of sector would be what? Theta by 360 degree. So theta is 60 degrees. So 60 divided by 360 degrees multiplied with pi r square. What is r, everyone? See, diameter is given 20 centimeters. So radius is equals to 10 centimeters. So radius is also given to me. So 10 into 10, that is 100. Minus area of triangle AOB. अब यहाँ पर we have to think. Because how will you figure out the area of triangle AOB? By I know that AO is 10. I know that OB is 10. ठीक है. And I know the central angle is 60 degrees. But for the area of a triangle, I have the formula half into base into height. उसके लिए I need the height. I need the base. I don't have that, right? So how will I figure it out? So now, the first thing that should strike your mind is this, everyone. That this here in this triangle AO and OB are equal to each other. Yes or no? They are both the radius of the triangle. So I'll write it here. In triangle AOB, AO is equals to BO is equals to 10 centimeters. Right? Now think, this is an isosceles triangle, right? So that means that these two angles would also be equal, right? So you'll write it here. Angle BAO is equals to angle ABO. ठीक है? Both these angles would be equal because angles opposite to equal sides in a triangle are equal. Now you can use angle sum property, right? Using angle sum property, I can say कि भाई angle BAO plus angle ABO plus angle AOB, which is 60 degrees, is equals to 180 degrees. But now, guys, both these angles are same. So, in place of angle ABO, I can write angle BAO. Same thing, right? So, I can say twice of angle BAO is equals to 180 minus 60 degrees, that is 120 degrees. From here, I can say that angle BAO is equals to 60 degrees. What? This angle is 60 degrees. That means this angle also is 60 degrees. Then that means that our triangle is what? It is an equilateral triangle. It's what? It's an equilateral triangle. And we are done. We are done, guys. Because I know that the area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 side square. Hanji? Yes? Cool? ठीक है, तो what did we learn here, people? Important thing. Let's mention it here in the rough page. When the central angle, I'll write it here. Yes. When theta, that means the central angle is 60 degrees. Then that means corresponding triangle is equilateral. Please remember it. And if it is an equilateral triangle, everyone, then all the side lengths are R. ठीक है? So, area of equilateral triangle is equals to root 3 by 4 side square. ठीक है? Which in this case would be what? In this case, it would be root 3 by 4 r square. बस, this is important. ठीक है? तो always remember, as soon as you see 60 degree as the central angle, खुश हो जाओ. Okay? Oh, chalo. So we have done this, everyone. Now all we need to do is solve. Okay, so here what we'll have 60 by 60 is 1 by 6 into 22/7 into 100. Acha, they have asked to use pi as 3.14, guys. So we are going to use pi as 3.14, right? So 3.14 into 100. Minus, they have asked you to use root 3 as 1.73. Okay? So 1.73 divided by 4 into side square would be 100. Right? Side is what? The radius only. Okay. So now here we'll have 314/6 minus 173/4. This is what we have to solve now. So I can simply 314/6. Let's just divide and see what we are getting in decimals. So here what we'll get, 6 into 5 is 30. 6 2s are 12, 30, 42, 52.3 something. Okay? Here what we'll get, everyone. So 4 into 4 is 16. 4 3s are 12. 4 is 8. 2 5. Acha, यहाँ पर भी let's just move one place ahead. So 6 is 30. 12, 13, 14, 2, 18, 19, 20. 52.33. Okay, so all we need to do is 52.33 minus 43.25. Okay, so here what we'll have 8 and here we'll have 0. Here we'll have 9 and that's it, 9.08. So what's the answer, everyone? The answer is 9.08. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. 9.08. What is the unit? Centimeter. Centimeter square. This is the answer. How many people got the answer before me? Well done, guys, if you did. Well done. Good job. Okay? So it is a very important question, everyone. Very important question. Okay? Cool. Chaliye. So with that, let's move on to the next question here. This is a question from 2024. It looks hard, guys, but believe me, it's a very easy, chota sa question with a lot of calculation. Okay? Basically, in this entire question, we have to find the area of the shaded region. What do we need to do? We need to find the area of the shaded region. What are we given? We are given that the center is O. So O is the center of the circle. Cool. We are given that AC is 28 centimeters. So this AC here is given 28 centimeters. This AC here. Okay? Should I write 28 centimeters? Another thing, BC is 21 centimeters, guys. So this BC here is given as 21 centimeters. 21 centimeters. Okay? Acha, angle BOD is given 90 degrees. So you can clearly see they have already mentioned ki bhai this angle is 90 degrees. And angle BOC is 30 degrees, which again they have mentioned ki bhai this angle is 30 degrees. They have given. Okay? What do we need to do? We need to find the area of the shaded region. Okay, the first thing first, guys. In this entire thing, I do not know the radius of the circle. Why? Because I don't know AB. AB is the diameter of the circle, first of all, right? AB is the diameter. Can you see? Because AO is the radius, OB is the radius. Together they will form the diameter. But I don't know AO, I don't know OB, I don't know OC, I don't know OD. All of these are radius. I don't know none of them. So my first thought is to figure out the radius, because I can't go ahead without radius. How will I figure out the radius of the circle? तो उसके लिए I'll apply some 9th grade की चीजें. I know बच्चा कि that diameter subtends an angle of 90 degrees at the center, at any point of the circle. मतलब कि see here, this is the diameter of the circle. This is the diameter of the circle, right? Now, this is the angle it is subtending in the semicircle. This is the angle it is subtending in the semicircle. Can you see this angle here? Now, we have learnt that diameter makes 90 degree angle at the semicircle. ठीक है, मतलब ये एंगल जो है, this angle here is what? It is 90 degrees. As soon as you have that, you will have your radii. Can you see how you will have your radii? I'm giving you time. देखो, one side is 28, another side is 21. This is 90 degree. Use the Pythagoras theorem, everyone, right? So, using Pythagoras in triangle ACB. Can you see triangle ACB? Using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. You can say that bhai AB square is equals to AC square plus BC square. Right, from here AB square is equals to 28 square plus 21 square. From here you'll get AB as 35 centimeters. Kindly do your calculations and check. This should come out to be 35 centimeters, everyone. ठीक है, this here 35 centimeters. Now as soon as I have AB as 35 centimeters, that means I have my diameter, right? AB is what? It's the diameter. So I have my radii, everyone. Radius is equals to 35 divided by 2 centimeters. ठीक है, okay, chalo. This is there, okay, in the question. Maybe in the diagram we have forgotten to mention it, but this is also the area that you have to figure out. ये भी. ठीक है, understood. From this entire circle, subtract the area of this right angle triangle and subtract the area of the quadrant. That's it, guys. ठीक है, चलिए. So let's do this. Here I'll do it. Required area. Wait, guys, wait. Yes, ठीक है. Required area, everyone. Required area is equals to area of circle minus area of triangle ACB. ठीक है? And another thing that will minus is area of the quadrant, right? So minus area of quadrant. Area of this quadrant. ठीक है, चलो, तो area of circle I know is what? It is equals to pi r square. ठीक है, minus area of triangle would be what? Half into base into height. Why can I apply this? Because this is a right angle triangle, right? So half into base into height. So 28 into 21 minus area of quadrant. So this is the quadrant we are talking about. What would be the area of this quadrant? Now notice that AB is what? AB is the diameter, right? So if this angle is 90 degree, this angle also will be 90 degree. So this quadrant's area is pi r square divided by 4. ठीक है, so pi r square divided by 4. अब ये pi r square minus pi r square divided by 4, I can directly do it. ठीक है, तो here what we'll have? 3 by 4 pi, ठीक है, r square. Let's plug in the value of r square and also pi. So 3 by 4 into 22 by 7 into r square. So 35 by 2 into 35 by 2. Okay, minus half into 28 into 21. Chalo ji, let's quickly do it. Let's cancel all the things that we can. So 7 into 5 is 35. Okay, and here what we'll have? 2 into 11 is 22. That's it. I think I can't cancel anything else. Okay, ji. So we are left with 3 over 4 into 11 into 5 is 55 into 35 divided by 2. So here let's just do 8. 3 by 8 into this something. And here we have 14 into 21. So let's quickly calculate 14 into 21, everyone. Okay, so here what we'll have? 14 and 4 to the 8, 2. So we'll have 294. 294, right? So let's calculate this quickly. Chalo ji, let's see how fast you can do it. So here we'll have 55 into 35, everyone. So let's do it. 55 into 35. So 5, 5, 25. 2, 5 is 25, 27. Then 5 into 3 is 15. 1, 5 is 15, 16. Okay, so we'll have 5, 5, 10, 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 9, 2, 5. 1, 9, 2, 5 multiplied with 3, everyone again. So here we'll have 5, 3 is 15, 3 is 6, 7, 10 is 27, 2, 3 is 4, 5. Okay. So 5 says here 5. Also we'll have to divide it by 8. So let's quickly divide it by 8 and write it here. So here what we'll have? 8 into 7, 56, then 17. 8 into 2, 16, then 15. So A1s are 8. 8, yes, 721 na, then 8, okay, the 64. So something like this will get 721.8 minus 294, everyone, sorry, minus 294. right? So let's do the calculation, the final calculation. So here we'll have 0.8, then here we'll have 11 minus 4, so 7, then here we'll have 11 minus 9, then 11, 2, then here we'll have 6 minus 2, 4, 427.8. So how many people got 427.8? 427.8 centimeter square is the answer. If you got this answer, guys, well done, good job. If you did not, then recheck your calculations. Okay, so as I told you earlier, this entire question had lots of calculation and that's it. Okay, and some brain. Okay, chaliye ji. So with that, let's move on to the next problem here. A very important question, guys, super important question. Okay, please know the trick to do these types of questions. Okay, so here we have to figure out the area of the shaded region. The radius of the circle with center O is given 21 centimeter and the central angle is 120 degrees. So, bacha, whenever we have the central angle 120 degrees and we have to figure out the area of the segment. See, area of segment is what we already know. Area of segment would be, I'll write it here. Required area is equals to area of the sector with 120 degree central angle minus area of triangle AOB. I think everyone can see that this is very simple. Area of sector is also very simple to figure out, right? Area of sector would be what? So area of sector would be equals to theta by 360 degree. So 120 degree divided by 360 degree into pi r square. Okay, so pi. So we will take pi as acha abhi ke liye let us write pi only. R square. R is what, everyone? 21. So 21 square. Okay, minus area of triangle AOB. Now how will you figure out the area of triangle AOB? Because we can apply half into base into height if we can see 90 degree wala angle, ya fir I know the altitude and the base, but I don't know that. To apply Heron's formula, I should need the third side. I don't know the third side. Okay, so I can't apply Heron's formula. I can't apply half into base into height. I have to use something else. I have to use my brain. So, ab uske liye, please see this triangle here. I'll make the triangle separately here, everyone. Let's just suppose this is my triangle. Okay. Now, this is an can you see the triangle AOB is an isosceles triangle, everyone? Can everyone see that? That it's an isosceles triangle? I hope you can see that. Wait. Okay, let me just make it. Okay. AOB. This is my triangle with 120 degree angle. Okay. This is an isosceles triangle because AO and OB are what? They are equal in length. Why are they equal in length? Because both of these are radii of the circle. Okay. So, ab bacha, to figure out the base and the height, that means to figure out this third side, what I am going to do, seek very clearly. I am going to draw a perpendicular from O on AB. What I am going to do? I am going to draw a perpendicular from O to AB. Okay, that means this angle is 90 degree. Now, let's just suppose this is M. This is what? This is M. Okay. Now, everyone, notice the triangle AOM and triangle BOM. I want all of you people to see triangle AOM and triangle BOM. So, in a triangle AOM and triangle BOM, we can see that, first of all, AO is equals to BO because both of these are the radii of the circle. Another thing that you can say is angle AMO is equals to angle BMO. Can you see that both of these are 90 degrees by construction? Obviously. Okay. So, ye bhi ho gaya. Now, another thing is that MO is common to both of these. MO is equals to MO. As soon as you have that, can you not say that by RHS congruency criterion? See, why RHS? Because the both of these are right angled, hypotenuse of both of these are equal and one side is equal, right? So, by RHS congruency criterion, triangle AOM is congruent to triangle BOM. Now, guys, this is such a big deal. Why is this a big deal? Because because that tells us that AM and BM are equal first of all. That means if I just figure out AM, I will have BM, I'll have the entire AB in fact. ठीक है, पहली चीज. दूसरी चीज, this also tells us that this angle here and this angle here, both of these angles would be equal. This angle here 30 degrees. Similarly, this angle here 30 degrees. Because the entire angle, sorry, my fault guys, 60 degrees each. 120 tha na, my fault. This angle 60 degrees. This angle 60 degrees. All of these by CP, CT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. You have learned that in 9th grade. Okay? So here I'll say that bhai angle AOM is equals to 60 degrees. As soon as I say that angle AOM is 60 degrees, this angle is 90 degrees. Now all of you people have studied introduction to trigonometry. Pad rakha hai, theek hai, we know the usage also. So can you not use trigonometry to figure out AM and OM in this right triangle AMO? You can, right? So chalo ji, let's do that. So I'll write it here. theek hai? Angle AOM is equals to angle BOM is equals to 60 degrees. Okay? So now I am going to use first of all sine 60 degrees. So sine 60 degrees, I am using in this, you can use in any triangle, I am using in this triangle. So if I use sine 60 degree in this triangle everyone, so what would it be? So sine 60 degree would be opposite over hypotenuse. That means AM over AO, right? Sine 60 degree would be AM over AO. Okay? I know sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. I know that I need AM, sorry, and I know that AO is equals to what? 21 centimeter. It's given in the question itself. So from here I can say ki bhai AM is equals to 21 by 2 root 3 centimeter. As soon as you have your AM, you have your AB. Why? Because AM and MB are both equal. So now I will say that bhai AB is equals to twice of AM is equals to 21 root 3 centimeters. I have my AB, guys. This entire thing I have now. Go for me, right? ठीक है, अब I have my base. I need my altitude. What do I need? I need my altitude. If I have this altitude's length here, I'll use half into base into height and I'll have my triangle's area. ठीक है, तो अब उसके लिए what I'll do? I'll use cos 60 degrees because cos of 60 degrees would be what? Base over hypotenuse या फिर adjacent over hypotenuse. Make sure you know your intro, trigonometry, guys. ठीक है, तो चलो. Here I'll be doing it. Cos of 60 degrees is equals to OM by AO. ठीक है, so cos 60 degrees is 1 by 2. OM I don't know. AO is 21. So from here I can say that okay, OM is equals to 21 by 2 centimeters. I have my OM, I have my altitude, I have my base, I have my altitude, everyone. Kis baat ka dar? I can do anything now. So here I'll write that this here is equals to what? Half into base AB into height OM. I'm taking my base as AB, my height as OM. So why did I make a perpendicular here? I made a perpendicular to figure out my base, to figure out my height. Okay? Okay. Now, so here let's just quickly do it. So here we'll have 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 441 minus half into 21 root 3 into 21 by 2. Okay, this is what we'll have, everyone. Okay, so अरे 120 okay, chalo koi baat nahi. So here what we'll basically have, we'll have 22 into 21. I should have cancelled 7 into 3 with 121 na. Chalo I'll just do that, hai na? Let's not make our calculation really hard. Okay, so 22 into 21, everyone, minus 1 by 4 into 21 into 21. Okay, so 21 into 21 is 441 root 3. Okay, chalo. So now let's multiply this. So here we'll just add 21 here. So 462 minus here we'll have 441 by 4 root 3 centimeter square. अब देखो बच्चा, good thing for us, nowhere they have written that use root 3 as 1.73. If they have not written it, then I'll leave my answer as it is. But if they have written that use root 3 as 1.73 or 1.7, I will use that. Okay, and I'll give my answer in decimal. Okay, so what did we learn here, guys? For that, I'll take another wo. We learned that if I have a circle here, okay, in the circle, if I have to figure out, the area of minor segment when the central angle is 120 degrees. When the central angle is what? 120 degrees. Yeah. Tab bacha, this angle here is 120 degrees. Okay, so remember, guys, if this is the radius, this is the radius. Automatically, I'm telling you a shortcut. The chord's length will be r root 3. The chord's length would be what? R root 3. Okay, and the altitude's length. I'll write the altitude's length also. The altitude's length here, this length here. This will be equals to r by 2. Okay, so I'll write it here. AB you can take as base. It would always be r root 3. And let's just suppose this OM height, it would always be equals to r by 2 units. Bas, okay? So if you have an MCQ type question, then for that you can directly mug it up. So what would be the area? Area of triangle AOB would be equals to half into r root 3 into r by 2. Okay? So it would always come out to be r square root 3 by 4. Square units. Okay? R square root 3 by 4. This is important, guys. How do you prove it? You make your perpendicular, prove both the triangles are congruent, then use trigonometry. Okay? Please remember the steps of proving this also and mug this up also. It will be always helpful for you people. Okay? With that, people, let's do a case-based study here. Okay? Because from this chapter, you can expect a case study. Okay, chaliye. So here, Government Council of a Local Public Development Authority of Dehradun decided to build an adventurous playground on the top of a hill, which will have adequate space for parking. After survey, it was decided to build a rectangular playground. Can you see the rectangular playground, everyone? Right? With a semicircular area allotted for parking. So, can you see the semicircular area for parking? I hope you can, right? Now, the length and the breadth of the rectangular playground are 14 and 7 units. So, this length here is given as 14. This breadth here is given as 7. I hope you can all see it. Okay? Now, another thing to note is this, that at the two ends, two quadrants are there. This is one quadrant, this is another quadrant. Both of them are quadrant. This angle is 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree because it's a rectangle, so obviously. Okay? So, both these quadrants are for special seating. Okay? So, here we have some seats to sit on. Okay? We have to answer questions. So, let's do this. Okay? Chaliye. First question, what is the total perimeter of the parking area? We have to figure out the perimeter of the parking area. So, first of all, let's see what the parking area is. So, parking area is made by this side length here, which is 7 units. It's given to us. And this arc length here, this arc length. Ye wala arc length. Right? So, that means to have the perimeter, I would need this arc length and I would need to add 7 with it. Okay? This is a semicircle. They have already said it, right? So, the arc length of a semicircle kya hoga? Circumference divided by 2. Right? The entire circumference is 2 pi r. If you divide it by 2, we'll have pi r, which would be this arc length. Right? So, I'll write it here. This is pi r. Okay? So, radius. Acha, important thing. What is the radius of this semicircle? Okay, wait. This here is a semicircle. If this is a semicircle, everyone, this pink line here is the diameter of the semicircle. Yes or no? Right? So, the radius, or I'll just write diameter, is equals to 7 units. The diameter of the semicircle is 7 units. This 7 here. Right? So, radius would be equals to what? Radius would be 7 by 2. Please remember, the radius here is what? It is the breadth of the rectangle divided by 2, because breadth is also working as the diameter of the semicircle. ठीक है, चलो, so let's do this here. What is the total perimeter? The total perimeter would be equals to the 7, basically 7 plus pi r, right, is equals to 7 plus 22 by 7 into radius is 7 by 2. ठीक है, I'll draw the diagram here. अच्छा चलो बाद में will draw the diagram, no worries. ठीक है, so once we calculate this, we'll have 18 centimeters. Did all of you people get 18 centimeter as the answer? I hope you got this. This was easy. ठीक है, चलो. Here I'll draw the diagram so that we don't have to go back and forth बार बार, है ना? This is easier. Okay. Sorry people, my art is not that good. Ha, this is better. This is better. Okay. Okay, everyone. Okay, these are the two quadrants for sitting area. Okay, I hope you got what I am trying to say. So, what is the next question, everyone? The next question is asking us to figure out the total area of the parking and the two quadrants. So, we have to figure out the total area of the parking. What is the parking, everyone? Remember, this is the parking. So, we have to figure out the area of this and we have to figure out the area of both of these sitting areas together. Okay? So, let's figure that out here. I'll write it here, second A part. Okay, so area of the two quadrants. So they have given that the radius of the two quadrant is 2. This here, the radius is given as 2. Okay, in the question itself, it was given. I'll write it here. R is equals to 2. So there are two quadrants, right? So first of all, I'll multiply 2 and pi r square divided by 4. Area of one quadrant is pi r square divided by 4. Since there are two quadrants, I'll multiply by 2. Okay, plus the area of the semicircle. Area of semicircle is pi. Okay, into r square. Now here r is different. Here r is 7 by 2, right? So I'll directly write it 7 by 2 whole square into half, because we are talking about a semicircle. So its area is half, right? Here also let's write the radius as 2, because otherwise it will be confusing. So pi 2 square. Okay, everyone? Okay. Chalo. Now let's quickly do this. So here we'll have just 2 pi remaining. So basically 2 pi means 44 divided by 7. Right? Yes. And plus here what we'll have 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into 1 by 2, right? So here we can see that 2 into 11 is 22, 7 and 7 gets cancelled. So here first of all, let's convert this. 7 6 are 42.20, 7 2s are 14, 6.28, right? 7 6 are 42. 7 is 14, 6, 7 8 is 56. Yes. Okay. Here what we'll get, everyone? So here we'll have 77 divided by 4. Okay. So 77 divided by 4. Let's just quickly do it. So 6.28 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 9s are 36, 19.25. Okay. So let's just quickly add it. So here what we'll have, 50, 53. So here we'll have 3, 5, and here we'll have 26. So 26.53, right? 5, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1, 5, 9, 6, 25, sorry everyone, 25. 25.53. Let me write this again. 6.28. Okay. So 25.53. This is the combined area, centimeter square. Please write the units also. Okay. So yes, that's it. Okay. Was it centimeter? I don't think it was centimeter. It must be units. Okay. So this was units, everyone. Since this was units, I will basically erase this. I'll write square units. This is better. Okay. Chalo. Simple. Let's move on to the B part. Okay. So in the B part, what we have to find? We have to find the ratio of the area of playground. Ratio of area of the playground. Okay. So area of the playground is what, everyone? Can you see the playground? Okay. To the area of the parking area. Okay. So area of playground would be the area of the rectangle, right? So area of rectangle divided by area of semicircle. Parking area is semicircle. Please don't get confused and think कि भाई the playground, in playground's area, we have to subtract both these areas. No, these two are the part of the playground, right? Okay, so area of rectangle divided by area of semicircle. So area of rectangle is very simple, everyone. This was 7, this was 14. So length into breadth, so 7 into 14. Now, good for us, we know the area of semicircle directly. See, here we figured out the area of the semicircle. It was 77 divided by 4, right? So, yes, 77 divided by 4. So, here we can cancel a lot of things. Okay, so here we'll have 7 into 11, 77. So, we'll have basically 14 into 4 divided by 11. 56 ratio 11 is the answer. What's the answer, everyone? 56 ratio 11. This was simple, right? Okay? The confusion here in the entire playground area would be the area of the rectangle. Please don't subtract the quadrants area from this. Okay? Okay, now third part, everyone. We have done the second part, both the parts. Now in the third part, what we have to do? We have to find the cost of fencing the playground and the parking area at the rate of 2 rupees per unit. So we have to do what? We have to fence, let me erase this, yes. So basically what we have to do, everyone, we have to fence the parking area and we have to fence the playground also. Okay? So think about it. We'll put fence here, okay? We'll put fence here, we'll put fence here and we'll put fence here. So this would fence our what? Playground, right? Now we will obviously be fencing, as they have said, the parking area also. So this here, the total length of the fence we have to find first of all, then multiply it by rate to figure out the total cost. Okay? So सबसे पहले तो see कि this here, let me write this down. Yes. Fence length. Fence length. Fence length would be what? It would be perimeter of the rectangle. Can you see perimeter of the rectangle, right? So 2 into length plus breadth plus this arc length here, right? So semicircular arc length is what? Pi r. We have already written it down. So pi r. Okay? So here what we'll have 21 into 2, 42 plus pi r. We have already figured it out. It was 11. So what do we have? 53 units. Okay, so this is the length of the fence, 53 units. Now, what is the total cost, everyone? Remember, the total cost always would be the total length multiplied by rate, right? So, total length, that is 53, multiplied by rate, that is 2. So, here we'll have 106 rupees. This is the answer, 106 rupees. Okay, so was this hard? I don't think so, right? The only little bit calculation that was there was here, right? So again, guys, remember this chapter is a part of mensuration. That means calculations here are the most important part, which you need to practice by doing as many calculations as you can. Okay? Chaliye ji, with that, let's move on and discuss this problem. It's quite an interesting problem, everyone. Let's see how many of you people can do it before me. Okay? Chaliye, it's a challenge. Let's do this. The perimeter and area of a sector are 18 centimeter and 20 square centimeters respectively. So we have a sector, guys. For a sector, what is the perimeter? Think, perimeter is made by the 2 radiuses plus the arc length. Yes, 2 radius plus the arc length makes the perimeter. So that is given equals to 18. Yes, everyone? Okay. Now, I know arc length formula in the terms of radius and central angle, right? So, what is arc length? Arc length is always theta by 360 degrees multiplied with 2 pi r, and this is 18, everyone. It's given. Now, we are also given the area of a sector. So, area of a sector is very easy. It's theta by 360 degrees into pi r square. It's given as 20. Cool. Whatever is given, I have written. What are they asking, everyone? They are asking us to figure out the length of the major and minor arc. So, I need to figure out L. L is my arc, and respectively, according to L, either we'll have a major arc or a minor arc. So, that means another thing I need to do is figure out 2 pi r minus L. These are the 2 things we need to find. We need to find L and 2 pi r by L. 2 pi r minus L. Okay? Now the question is, ma'am, why did you take this L as pi by 360 into 2 pi r? Because we need to find L, but you converted it into this. Why did I do this? Because if I would have left it like this and I would have taken this equation also, so in both these equations, we will have how many variables? R, theta, okay, R, L and theta, there would be 3 variables. In these 2 equations, everyone, we have 3 variables and just 2 equations, kaise solve karoge? Right? You would need 2 variables and 2 linear equations to solve both of those. Okay, so what I did was, I was like, let me be clever, forget about L for now. I will focus on figuring out either R or theta first of all. So that's why I replaced L with theta by 360 degree, and now I'll be working with these 2 equations. Ab in these 2 equations also, my mind is like, ki wait a minute, bhai, we have theta by 360 here also, we have theta by 360 here also. So instead of figuring out theta from one, from one equation and putting it in another equation, let me figure out theta by 360 degrees from one equation and put it in the other equation, because that would be easier for me, right? Smart work, everyone, always smart work. So what I'll do is, from the second equation, I'll figure out the value of theta by 360 degrees. It comes out to be what? 20 divided by pi r square, right? And I'll call it as 1. And this, 2. I'll call this equation as 1. So now I'm going to put 2 in 1. So notice, again I'll repeat, instead of just putting theta's value in 1, I just figured out theta by 360 degree and I'll put it there because that is easier. Okay? So what do I have, everyone? My equation will become 2r plus 20 by pi r square multiplied with 2 pi r is equals to 80. Now this here is an equation in which the only variable is r. We just need to simplify it now. Okay? So सबसे पहले तो pi and pi gets cancelled. This r here gets cancelled with 1 r here. So we basically have 2r plus 20 by r plus 2 is equals to 18. This is what we have, yes or no? 2r plus 20 by r into 2. Sorry, acha, this is into 2. My fault, everyone. Is equals to 18. Okay? Now let's solve this, everyone. First of all, I'll take 2 common on all the sides and get rid of it. Okay? So we'll have r plus 10 by r or 20 by r, sorry, is equals to 9. Okay? So now I'll just simplify this. Can you simplify this and see the quadratic equation that we have? We'll have r square minus 9r plus 20 is equals to 0. Can you see this equation, everyone? Here, from here, we have a quadratic equation. We have to solve it for the value of r, right? So let's just do it, everyone. I can break this minus 9r into minus 4r minus 5r because 5 into 4 is 20, right? So plus 20 is equals to 0. So from here, we'll have r as common, so r minus 4 in one bracket, then minus 5 common, so r minus 5 in another bracket. Please make sure you know your quadratic equations, guys. Okay? It's an important chapter. We have done a one shot for that also. You can watch it. Okay, so now we have r minus 5 in one bracket, r minus 4 in another bracket equals to 0. So from here, what we can say? Either r minus 5 is 0 or r minus 4 is 0, right? So the values of r comes out to be either 5 or 4. Both of these are feasible values. None of them are negative. If one of them were negative, I would have discarded it. But both of them are positive. Sad for me. Okay, more calculations for me. So we'll test for both the values. So first of all, let's take r is equals to 5 centimeter, guys. If r is equals to 5 centimeter, let's focus on figuring out L because we have to figure out major and minor arc. ठीक है भाई? So don't think कि भाई r is 5, so let's figure out theta. क्यों? Why? You put r here and figure out L directly from here, na? Be smart. ठीक है? Okay, chalo. So I'll just write it here. A. Using A. Okay, so that you don't get confused. Using A, I can say कि भाई L is equals to 18 minus 10. That is 8 centimeters. Are we talking about 8 centimeter? So one arc length is L. अच्छा, अब दूसरी arc length. If let's just suppose this is minor arc length, so major arc length would be 2 pi r minus L. Total circumference minus one arc length would give me the other arc length, right? So now 2 pi r, that means 2 pi R is what everyone? Let me just write R only ना. ठीक है. Yes, 10 pi minus 8. This would be another arc length. Major arc length or minor arc length. I think it would be major arc length. ठीक है, okay, understood. You can plug in the value of pi as 3.14 here because obviously 7 तो cancel होगा नहीं. ठीक है, so what we'll have 3.14 multiply. So 31.4 minus 8. ठीक है, so that would be equals to here. Let's just do it quickly. 0.4, 9, 10, 11, 3, 23.4 centimeters. ठीक है, so one arc length is what? One arc length is 8 centimeter, another one's 23.4 centimeter. Now similarly, can you not repeat the process for R is equals to 4? You can, right? So again, for R is equals to 4, everyone. First of all, one arc length would be what? It would be equals to 18 minus 2R. So 18 minus 8, that is equals to 10 centimeters. ठीक है, and another arc length would be what? It would be 2 pi r. ठीक है, another arc length, major arc length, that means major arc length would be equals to 8 into 3.14 minus 10. ठीक है, so here what we'll have? 8 4s are 32, 3, 9, 10, 11, 1, 24, 25. Those are 32, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 8 3s are 24, 25. ठीक है, and 25.12 minus 10. So this would come out to be 15.12 centimeters. That's it, guys. How hard was that? Thoda sa? It was a little complex. I agree with this. ठीक है, but again, it was a very interesting question, guys. Don't think that it cannot come in your exam because it can come in your exam. You just need basic formulas here, right? And a knowledge of pair of linear equations and quadratic equations. With that, guys, let's move on to the final question of this session, which is a question directly from NCERT. Maybe you people might have mugged up the answer already, right? Chalo. So we have a round table cover which has 6 equal designs. I hope you can all see the designs here. This is one design, another design, another design. All of these designs are equal. What does that mean, guys? When they are saying that the designs are equal, then that means you can directly say कि भाई all of these lengths have to be equal. तभी तो designs are equal. Designs are equal. That means all of these lengths are equal. ठीक है? Okay. If the radius of the cover is 28 centimeter, so they have said कि भाई let's just suppose that this is the center here O. So the radius here. Wait, yeah, so the radius here is given as what? It is given as 28 centimeter. ठीक है? Okay. Find the cost of making the designs at the rate of 0.35 per centimeter square. ठीक है? This is centimeter square. Now everyone, how will you figure out this cost? So to figure out this cost, I will first have to figure out the area of this design, right? If I multiply the area with the rate, then only I'll get the cost. Another hint for you must be this, कि the rate is given for per centimeter square, मतलब the rate is given for area. Centimeter square मतलब area. So the rate is given for area, that means you have to first figure out the area, then multiply it with rate and get the cost. Ab, how to get the area of these designs? So let's just focus on one design first. ठीक है? And before that, guys, देखो, this here is what? The inside part here, this green lines here, they're all equal in length. All these lines are equal in length. So here we have a regular hexagon because this polygon has 6 equal sides basically, right? 6 equal sides, matlab it's a hexagon. So if you have a regular hexagon, everyone, then all these radius here together, they are joining. So all of these portions are equal in length and all these angles are also equal. All these angles are what? They are all equal. ठीक है? And what would be the measure of each of these central angles? The measure would be the total central angle, which is 360 degrees divided by 60 degrees. Divided by 6, sorry. because we are distributing it into 6 parts, na? So 60 degrees. We are distributing the entire hexagonal into 6 triangles, right? So basically the entire central angle 360 degree divided by 6 parts. So this is what everyone, this is 60 degrees. As soon as you see that this is 60 degree, what should strike your mind? It should strike your mind that I told you already that for any central angle 60 degrees, the triangle that is being formed, this triangle that is being formed would always be an equilateral triangle. Yes, it's what? It's an equilateral triangle because both of these are equal. So this is also 60, this is also 60. Now, how will you figure out the area of this design? One design. Area of one design would be area of the sector with 60 degree angle minus area of equilateral triangle, right? Now, I have to find the area of, these 6 designs. There are 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you'll multiply the area of one design with 6. Okay, so I'll write it here, everyone, for all of you people. Okay, area of designs. There are 6 designs. So, I'll multiply 6 with area of one design. What would be area of one design? It would be area of sector with theta is equals to 60 degrees minus area of equilateral triangle. And what would be the area of equilateral triangle? It would be root. Chalo, I'll write it again. Don't worry. 6 into 60 degrees over 360 degrees into pi r square. R square is what? 28. It's given 28, right? Yeah. Yeah, radius is given 28. 28 square minus root 3 by 4 side square. Side square is what? Side is 28. Radius is the side of the equilateral triangle. That's it. Do the calculation yourself, everyone, and give the answer. Okay, so this is your homework, everyone. Please give the answer in the comment box. Make sure you do it right now. Okay, chaliye. So yes, that's it, everyone. We are done for this session. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a pretty decent, pretty simple chapter. Okay, make sure you do your calculations correctly, accurately. And yes, that's it. In the next session, we'll meet again with one more one-shot session. Till then, bye-bye, tata, take care. And yes, keep practicing, guys. The exams are very, very near.